Morning, Dowse.
Morning, you alright?
Well, good to be here on the day before the first game of the
Brilliant.
season, back in the National League.
That's the one, eh?
Highest level you've managed at, highest
All
level
right.
some of the players have played at. Although, of course, there are some of us who are veterans at this level of football.
Yeah.
As a photographer.
That's right. Very bad one at that. Okay, you done a thing at the end, didn't you? You done it on the front of the camera again yesterday when you tried to take a picture.
Yeah, of course.
You keep a cap on, you keep the cap on the thing, take a picture. I said, Dave, your cap, you've got to take the cap off. So you've done that again yesterday, David, so well done. Okay, that's a fit than you are.
Yeah, I did get the picture in the end though.
Okay, good lad.
Tuesday night, Portsmouth. I thought Portsmouth were very, very good indeed. What were your views?
I thought the ref killed it a bit, the penalty in the first 30 seconds. It took a wind out of the sails a little bit, I think, and before you know it, give a free kick away and all, which shouldn't have given away and should have saved. And so it just got sloppy in the first bit. After that, it was fine. But you got a lad Pittman up to, who's obviously Portsmouth's captain, and the lad Hawkins up there, who's obviously a goal scorer at that level. In the midfield, I thought were excellent in there. So a very tough game, but that's what we've been playing. We've been playing all these sides of Salfords and things like that in pre-season, Oxfords and Wigan Wanderers and everything. If we're a Division 1 side, whatever we drew against them, we got beat by Akafema's last minute goal, we beat Salford, we did, and obviously the tests again here, there's simply blinking good tests, and people say, well, should you be playing against people your own stamp? And you can't, because how can you, so, but the bottom line is, we all look at it, it's easier to run a half marathon than it is a full marathon, to be honest. So if you're even there, I'm not saying Dagenham will not be as good as the teams we've played, but it'll be good, obviously. But you go for the tops, because that's the ones you want to test yourself against. I thought the lads have tested themselves very well in pre-season. We played a couple of formations. One's what we know we can play, and the others we're trying to see if we can, and all that, where the system what got promoted, it'll probably be I imagine our system, what we'll do through the season most of the time, attacking teams. But we tried the 3-5-2 again on, as you're going to mention, on Tuesday, to see if we could play that or got to change into that. And I think we can, So it's one of them where we've got to be horses for courses in different games.
Yeah, as you say, we mentioned it briefly before turning the camera on here.
Yep.
Was that second time? It was at least the second time we've tried that.
It's the second time we've tried to stop it as well, and we've tried the other formation what we play. Yeah. It's just because we've got them centre halves in, we've got the midfielders in, and we've got a winger in now, as as everybody knows. But we never got the winger in. We might have to go a different way, and we're after hopefully a centre forward a day, trying to get, because I can't make any mistakes, as I keep on saying, in the loan market. So we just got to get the right ones in, and when people are starting to give players away now. But if we never got any wingers in, we might have to go that way. Is it a favourite formation? It'll be horses for courses this year. We're looking at the fixtures coming up. Obviously, Dagenham will be in the top 3 or 4. I think 5 of his first 6 games we're playing against Chesterfields and Flag and all that, Harrogate and all that, we'll be in the top 6. So it's a great way to test. People can panic about it or worry about it. We're just going to go there and compete. That's what we'll let it do. And we've got to win football matches.
Sure. What are your reflections on pre-season as a whole thing, as a whole unit?
Brilliant. Really good. It means nothing. I hate it. I get bored. I think after Tuesday night, everybody was bored, to be honest. I think you just get bored of it out, and you can tell the lads just want to play competitive matches where everything's been built up to play in this level, which we spent 12 hard months working for, and we're here now. As a player, I hated pre-season because I always had that competitive edge. As a manager, you get through, but you don't know how good you are. It's couplers. We could have had the best pre-season ever. Then we go to the first game of the season. So we are where we are. The fitness levels are good. Energy's good. We've had some good results. We've had some indifferent results. But it'll not matter till you'll be asking us the same thing next week when we play 2 games in. That'll be a biggest reflection where we are. And people say, it's through pre. It's not. It's about the players that get in and who can cope up against league opposition in the league we're in. A couple of players like myself haven't done it. We're going against an England manager who made that great decision making David Beckham captain. We'll be one of the top hitters in the league, which we know about anyway. We've got a lot of players down there, and so we're looking forward to the game against a very good Dagenham side.
And what about your view of the squad that you've assembled as a whole?
I am pleased with that at the minute. I still think we've got 1 or 2 more holes to fill, which started yesterday by the winger. Might get the day centre forward and 1 more next week. And I think the lads will come in and bought what we're about maybe being a bit of an underdog, to be honest, and fighting them on the beaches and all that. The mentality what we always have with the supporters being behind as well. You know, I think I bought into the fact that working or back, you know, because I think in a minute in non-league football, working over two a little bit big for the conference south, or not big enough for the conference. I'm well aware where we are as a football club, and not back in the day when Jeff had it up there, but how we have been in the last 5 years, and everybody being the big teams, football league teams coming down to the level. So I know where we are. So it's an exciting challenge, and you know, there's big people there thinking the spirit of the camp, because I had a great weekend in Newcastle, which was the best out a lot because it was a proper togetherness we had, as you know, up there from players and staff and everything. So I'm glad I got that in this year because the lads bonded very, very well. Not just going out on a night, I mean as a general being around each other all the time. We'll go into every game trying to win it. I think we've got a strong enough squad to do different formations at the minute. I do think people need league games now, and like myself, I need league games. Pre-season will get through, but I do get bored. You know, exciting at the start and great, but I thought Portsmouth was probably one game a little bit too many against a good side where you're thinking, come on, we need league action now. We trained last night, fine. Looking forward to a game, fine. Whatever formation we'll play against them, and we've got some great games coming up, so looking forward to it. You know, but I think pre-seasons went well.
Absolutely good, and it's very refreshing to hear someone in your position say that pre-season friendlies are boring, because I tend to agree.
They're crap, man, aren't they? You know what I mean? I just wish you could. You can't, because you've got the same players. But training, you know, like matches, you could win it. Like Salford, for example, brilliant. And their manager dragged him in the next year because he was disappointed. You know, I could have been like that on Wednesday after the first 50 minutes against Portsmouth. But we'll be judged on clean sheets in the season. Not many people will be looking back saying, "Oh, what about pre-season?" Because you got to have a winner's instinct. You got to have a lot of these people will be passing it along the 6-yard box. All of a sudden, the season starts, boom, you know, or face off first. It's horse for courses. You got to win the first game of the season. And pre-season is building up. Of course, it is. And you think you got the right plans, but it's been about right. We've lost some games, won some games, drew some games, but we have played good opposition. The lads have done very, very well, but we'll not know how good we are in the next couple of weeks. That's how, because we're playing against the top hitters. Let's bring them on. That's what you want to do. Play them, and you've got all the shot down here in front of a big crowd and passionate crowd, and all the rest of it. That's what you're here for, you know.
Sure. There's no doubt in my mind, or in anybody's, I'm sure, that the forwards that you brought in or got signed will score goals.
Yeah.
But what's been interesting pre-season is your centre backs have been chipping in already.
I know.
Which is always good to see.
It is. I like the other two you've had here, like the back three defended, like blinking. I'm not going to swear. Yeah, obviously, so I won, but the awful. But the two of them just scored 2 goals. But if we can keep that there and stop that happening there, then we will have a chance, you know, and stuff like that. And so we know where we are. We worked on that last night, like, you know. Any disappointment out of it, which I'm pleased about, is we have made quite a few mistakes where we have scored goals in pre-season. But that's a great thing, because you get that out of the way before the season starts. Because there's not many teams who just cut you up and we give away silly goals. But we do score goals, you know. I've got Haidwill, Tops, he's worked with solid stuff, and what he done against Salford, where he chased down the blah. That's what he's all about. So every year, we're sometimes coming here, we're all sitting, even at Hampton Mitchell, and saying, I wonder where the goals are going to come from. We all scored goals, you know. And last season we scored a lot of goals, and this season as well, you know. But Bat Larson scored goals. You've got Kane Fernand, who can as well, and what, you know. Max Krasner scores goals. He does. Hodgie can come on. Didn't score as many goals, obviously, but he can create things. He can. And you know, so we're getting another centre forward in the winger who will be exciting as well. So we'll score goals. That's not big fun.
Yeah. Will you get involved at all in who's going to take a penalty? Because there's 2 or 3 people who are absolutely convinced it's going to be there. In fact, it's 3.
Max will want to take one of he players.
He's one of them.
Top here, 100%.
Absolutely. And Heidi's the other. So will you leave it to them to sort it out, or will you decide?
Probably decide tomorrow what about team up play.
Right.
I think it's good come from us and saying he's on penalties, because we'll let it decide, and we'll choose one of them, and they'll just get on with it. It's like we'll choose a team, we've got to get on with it, and all that, you know, and stuff like that. So Tops takes them very, very well. Heidi scored one last season, didn't he? And Max, under pressure, is very good at him, and all that, you know. Max is the worst one when there's no pressure on him. When there's pressure on him, like blinking East Thurrock in the last minutes of games, I always fancy Max, you know, like, you know. When it's like lackadays, you know, like, you know, I think it was against Oxford or whatever it was down here early on. That's when he misses him. He does. He's very good on that pressure, Max. So yeah, but it's nice to have 3 penalty takers, isn't it? Nice. So that'd be good for the cups.
Yeah, absolutely.
It? You know,
it's not only that they're confident enough to take them, that they all
want to take them. Which is great, and all that, you know. So it should be an exciting season. I'm very excited. It should be great, you know. But I'm trying to take the pressure off myself, so I think it's going to be the Senior Cup this year we're going for, you know. We've had the FA Cup runs, we've had the money trophy runs, we've had that through Jeff and all that. When's the last time we won the Senior Cup? We'll be good for that this year. League doesn't matter, cups do.
Good point. Let's talk about the player you signed yesterday, I believe on loan from Southampton, Tyreek Johnson.
Yeah.
The interview with him is out there already.
Is it?
So what can you tell us about him?
Got Pierce, runs at people, come on against Arsenal last season in the Premiership. Been with the first team, Southampton. Will he play at the Mother? I hope so. If not, he's definitely in the squad, and we might have a little settling period as players do. We need directness. I think since Loza went, we haven't had anybody who can bump direct. He's a big loss. Loza last season, I thought he took a bit of a wind out of the sails when we lost him. The rest of it, but we need some directness in the team. I think one thing we have lacked, and I'm not daft, is a bit of pace. The rest of the lads are good blinking players and good, but have we got that electrifying pace? No, we haven't. So we need some people with pace to run at people. I think that's the part of the team we're looking at the minute, you know.
So how did you find out about it? Because he said that you approached them and he had no idea how it...
Well, obviously we're looking at players every day and all that, you know, so players come up through different contacts and different way of look at it. So we've got a tip off that he was available for the loan. Southampton do want to make a connection with us and all that, you know. They approached us at the end of last season. I said I'm keen to mix in with all the clubs, and it's one of the players who did become available, and there was going to be another one, but I think we've got a few injuries, so we've got to keep that one back. But do, I believe, for foreseeable future, maybe for a week or two. So we approached them when we knew he was available. He just got back off his trip abroad, so we didn't expect it to be that quick, to be honest, but it has happened quick. So good for us, good for them. We've got until January, so I think it's good all round, you know.
Right, excellent. Finish off with you're on the back page of both our local papers.
What, this week?
This week. Woking News and Mail have got an article about how you're saying, as a squad, as a team, we've got to man up. Do you stand by that, obviously?
We concerns. Managers and players got concerns. These days players talk too much because they play FIFA and they think they know the game, right? And any excuse that goes on the manager. Oh, he doesn't know. So we've got to man up, because if you think about it, the last 10 games of last season we were poor-ish. We lost against Gloucester down here. It was the only Dulwich game, I think, away we won the last 10 games. What happened against Wheelston was great credit to the lads coming through it in the final. So I'm well aware when we played the Concords and the Wheelstons of the world, where there'll be a lot more sides, I guess, in this league, the physical presence is going to cost. I believe 2 years ago the physical presence cost you any relegation. That's just an opinion looking at the videos, because it is, everybody's very, very big in this league and tall, so you've got to compete in both ways. So we've got to stand up and be counted. Now, if we don't man up and we'll just be flimsy like we were, because if you look at the team, how we've got many proper tacklers, I think Puku will put his foot in, he will. Kate will have us round, he will. We haven't got a nailer, and there'll be a few nailers here. So we've got to get more men who are going to actually go to physical battle instead of getting a kick on their head or kicking their leg and lying around and doing 25 rolls on the ground and getting a physio on. I feel so we've got to man up as a club. We've got to do as a management staff, be tougher. The lads have got to be tougher, mentally and physically. So yeah, man up's probably a big word. I probably did say that because it's just me main takes to when we're playing against the sides what let we play football. We were very, very good last season. When we played against the sides that physically, we haven't got a hard man up front. We haven't got we never really had a hatchet man in midfield, if you like, you know, and stuff like that. The three centre halves will win balls in the air and Cook will win balls there, but they're not like you know, whatever. So I do think we've got to get a physicality to the game, and I think it's a massive thing. What I was going up the league, I thought we've got to get that in our game. So yeah, man up's probably a right word. Let's all get together. And not leg breakers, or not fouls, which there too many fouls. I was just talking about good old 50-50 challenge where you think, I tell you what a good tackle that was. Okay, a little lad, Felix done it for QPR lad who we had on trail. He done it against Farmer right in front of us and all that. Boom. I thought it was the first tackle we made pre-season. That's just little things we've got to get in with game, which will come into games. There's not enough crunchers, 50-50 tackles. People might be getting scared of sent off or whatever. There's a couple of fouls there, but we need a bit of toughness, and that's what we're looking at. You know what I mean?
Right. And in the Working Advertiser, you talked about having a new sort of pre-match ritual. Is that the right word? Probably not. About telling the players what the team is in a meeting out on the pitch.
The pitch, is something we're going to do tomorrow. I just think we've got. There's a lot of people who've written this off, to be honest, and there's a lot of, because of the high spenders in the league and we're travelling and part-time and all, there's a lot of things we just got to ignore. I'll defend the players. I'm a big believer. I call them, nobody else does. As you know, I'm a bit like that. So I said to players, and myself, we got to do a talking on the pitch because I haven't managed at this level. Now it's easy. What's going to happen after 6 or 7 games? It's pointless thinking about that because when we lose a game, it's obviously going to be supporters, committee, or whatever it is. Say, oh, he's never managed at this level. Not what we've got done to get here, and it'll be the same for our Casey can't play at a level, Cook can't play at a level, all the rest of the lads, are coming down to this level. So I sort of said, what we'll do, I'll name the team and do the first bit of the team talk on the pitch. And we'll do a talking on the pitch so we know exactly where we are. Then the last bit will be done by Josh Casey when he has a huddle. But I want all the squad there together as well, just like we've done on the playoffs. So the first bit and the last bit's done on the pitch because that's what we've got to play with football. Because we can talk the cows come in and dress when we can sit here, me, Ian, Martin, Matt, and talk away. And some things you talk away, which is great and bounce ideas off, but we've got to get down and sort something out on the pitch. And the same as the players, we can come to the change room and say, oh, well, we should be doing this, should be doing that. Talk's cheap, and I know that this year, so we got to get everything spot on. So why don't we do it on the pitch where that's where we've got to do all we're talking on the pitch this year? Because if not, I can talk to you here next week saying, oh well, we haven't got a budget, we're part time, and everybody's talking about the bloody ground instead of the game on Saturday and all the things what in my mind, to be honest. All the rest of it. I do think we've got to do what we're talking on the pitch. So that's true as well. I did say that to Clive, who probably seen it the other day when we're doing it then. So I can't be bothered with excuses. I can't be bothered with players making excuses. I can't bother me making excuses, anybody else. We've got excuses anyway, so why not just do a talk on the pitch and go and surprise teams and win matches? Nothing changed. Whatever league I've been in as a manager, you've got to go and win a game of football, So, but I think the lads have believed in that. We believe in it. I hope the supporters come in force tomorrow and make a noise. And, it's 21 quid to get in.
I believe so, yes.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody tells that there. So what's it getting here?
I think it's 18.
A lot of money to watch Premier Football now, isn't it? Players aren't that good. Yeah.
It is a lot of money, yes.
Because you can go to football league clubs or something like that, couldn't you?
Well, yeah, there's plenty of people who'll tell you could get into the football league club.
That's money. That's why it's great doing the season ticket here, isn't it? That's a great thing with the season ticket. So buy your season tickets because, if you can go and watch Brentford for 24 quid, you can go and watch us for 21 quid. I know I'll go, to be honest. You know what I mean? That's what's happening to the kid on the street, isn't it? Everything's football's been out. They look at the Premiership now and all the millions, and it probably costs a £5 for a programme or a £10 for a programme. Why not give? That's what I was pleased with the club of the Watford game. From last season, keeping the prices right. Why not give it? That's what I'm trying to do at the football club, giving the football club back to people on the street. Yeah. And when I feel at it, people. That's why I do these catch-ups, because people know exactly what I'm trying to do. No hidden agenda, no falseness. I want to give the club back to the people. And if we can get the sensible prices and things like that and coming, but no, if that's what the prices are in this league, I didn't know that. It must be around the board on the league. I think. I think there's a lot of money to go and watch non-league football, to be honest. But there you go. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I think 18 quid is probably about average for this league, and 21's a bit expensive.
No, I imagine Dagenham being an ex-football league club and excellent. I'm not knocking Dagenham for 21 quid. I just didn't know what the prices were. Just somebody mentioned it yesterday. I didn't know it was 18 quid to go and watch us and all that. But if that's a good rate, that's a good rate. But in my honest opinion, in football, that's too much to watch non-league football. That's what I think. But if players' wages are going higher, we've got to make it some way. But you've got to try to keep it away from the fans and make it a different way if we can. The only way you're going to do it is win matches. But I just you look at it now, freaking 70, 80 quid to watch Chelsea's and all that, I wouldn't even watch Messi for that, to be honest, you know what I mean? So that's what's happening. All these players are coming in. You get 36 men in the squad, you get 19 physios, you get managers and 4 assistant managers, you get 64 kit men, and they've got to find the money from somewhere. So hopefully we'll not do that. And as long as I'm in charge, however long I'll be in charge for, you want to try to be sensible, which is football club is, to be honest. So
okay.
It's nice.
Last question. And one way to raise money is to have lots of shirts in the shop.
The shirts are feeling nice, aren't they? Fashionable.
The shirt was my question.
It's always going to listen. When you get a new shirt, it's always going to yes, for, against. I talked to Josh Casey about it. He really liked it. Hodgie thought it was lovely. So did Jack Cook. So I think players they like fashion, don't they? So a few little stripes, fashion, all that, I didn't even look at it yesterday because I've always been a believer. If you get a shirt, as long as you wear it and you play, but it is. You've got to sell shirts. But I think it's fashionable. I think it looks really, really nice. I do. Hopefully we'll sell a lot of shirts against all the shot and all that. It is a little bit different from last season, which is nice as long as they don't do it every year. I think people will buy into that. So yes, buy a fashionable shirt because I'm a fashionable guy. So So all right, cheers, David. Okay, so very nice. Well done, whoever organised it, and get as many shirts as we possibly can because that will raise money.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Thanks for your time this morning.
No
We'll
problem
see you at Dagenham tomorrow.
Look forward to it.